got some things to talk about today. Excuse me. We're going to go over them. So pour me some brewskis. Some brewskis. Spilled some. Spilled some. Damn you. Huh? We'll set that right there for right now, I guess. Cleanup on aisle 5. We have cleanup on aisle 5. Alright, y'all. We got that out of the way. Alright, we got a giveaway coming up tomorrow. So regardless of what happens, whether tomorrow this stuff that's sitting right over here is going to get given away to a subscriber of mine that watched the video, my giveaway video. All you have to do, that link for that video is in the description in here. Either click it or copy and paste it and watch the video, and it will tell you how to enter it. You have to be a subscriber and you have to comment on the video. But I got all kinds of stuff over here that I'm giving away. I got some stuff over here that I didn't even show y'all yet. So there's that. So let's get into it. Let's get into what we're going to give away. There's nobody in here right now, so I'm kind of trying to postpone showing what I'm giving away. I'd prefer to people see it, even though you already kind of know what I'm giving away. Because how this came about is in the wintertime, if I didn't catch a bass when I went fishing, I put a lure or a pack of lures or something in a box, and I'm going to give that away. Oh, what's up, Gabe? I'm going to go over what's in this giveaway box. I'm sure most folks know if you've been watching my stuff, but this is in no order. This is all going to be in there. Pack of panoramas. This is the crappie version. That's going to be in there. A pack of Creep 65 Beast Coast. That's going to be in there. Swim baits. Yep, have a nice day, dude. What's up, Michelle? It's going to be some baby whales from Josh from Pig Patrol TV. He swears by these. I have not used them. Not that I don't think they catch fish or anything. I just don't really throw swim baits, single swim baits that much. I've got some A-rigs I could put them on, but I've got 6-7 more packs of these. And I think this is everybody's favorite. The Megabass Sleeper Gill that's going in there. The Michelle, not much, just doing a live video, That was a big popular, the Sleeper Gill. This is one of my favorite baits of all time. The Fritz Side 5 Biggin. I caught my biggest bass out of Tillsville Lake Tillsville Lake on this bait. After that day, I went and bought 30 of them. So, yeah. And this is a silent bait too. It's really, really good for prairie fish, clear water. It's a solid bait. And then we got another pack of swim bait, Scottsboro, the 6-inch, I believe. This is Smoky Shad, 6-inch Old Smoky Shad. That's gonna be in there. And another everybody's favorite, a Provoke jerkbait. This is a damn good jerkbait. What's up, Jeremy? I just went over all the stuff that's gonna be in this thing. I noticed you did the No Bass Bro thing on that on my video there. And then we got some 6-inch prawns that are in there. And some big Magnum, or not, I can't say Magnum, but they're they're pretty big. They're shaky heads. The Mathonia, these are from uh, Owner. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're from Owner. So they're solid. And then I got some 20-pound big game, and I'm not going to show you all what else I put in here, but I did a mag draft, an 8-inch mag draft. That's going in there too. I did use this, and I did say that I did use this. I kind of painted it up myself a little bit with some markers. Not markers, but they're the ones that you use for fishing soft plastics. It's not like fucking Sharpies or anything, but it looks really dope. I ain't gonna lie. It's got like a. I think it looks really fucking good. But this is like a $30 bait, so well, $20 bait. Anyway, still, it's in there, and I'm not gonna show you all the other stuff that I put in there because it's gonna be kind of a surprise. So that's pretty much what we got going on right now. I do not know where I'm going fishing tomorrow. So that's going to be kind of the thing. My daughter has a fever, a low-grade fever, so she may not go over my mom's house. So I probably won't get the full 4 hours. But who knows? I may not. I don't know if I can get my kayak out tomorrow or not. So that's going to be another thing. I still got to figure out how I'm going to put it on. I got the thing to actually put it up on my car or my Outback. I'm going to call it Outback. And I just hope that the rails are wide enough so the kayak will sit on the rails versus sitting on the top of my Outback. So now I won't know that till in the morning. I should have done that today, but I didn't. It was raining and I didn't feel like fucking with it, so I didn't. The chances of us going out on Taylorsville Lake in the kayak tomorrow are probably 50-50. Yeah, Jeremy, it's been raining like a motherfucker. Yeah, the giveaway's tomorrow night. Whatever video I make tomorrow, the announcement for the winner will be in that. So it'll be just like I did last time. Jason Russ actually won. Excuse me. Won the last one. So like I'm like, you watch the video and then all of a sudden it says winner is this person, but you never know where in the video it's going to be. So, yeah, I'm hoping actually, because the water is just muddy as AF tomorrow at Taylorsville. Hopefully it's not like the whole entire lake. I'm hoping it's just the creeks because it's been raining for like literally all week this past week. Like you said, it's I don't know what it's going to look like. I mean, you don't have to threaten me with a good time. I mean, you're going to give me a day on the lake and throwing a big ass spinnerbait. I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. I just don't know. You live in Wisconsin, so fish is just around the corner. Yeah, are y'all still frozen over, or is it like actual? Can y'all actually fish, or is there a season? I'm not sure what the Wisconsin thing is. Because I mean, we get ice, but I mean, there's no real season except for like snagging. There's a snagging season, but that's about the only season for fish around here. I guess I don't know if. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there is a. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's a season for like bow fishing, or you can do that year round. I don't know if it's like certain fish or what. But, I mean, you'll catch fish when it's cold. You just have to be more particular about where you're going. And that's the only reason why I have a tough time in wintertime because I got a paddle. I don't have like a fucking, trolling motor or anything. I've been working on getting one, but I just bought a new ride, so it's kind of going to be hard for me to do. And it was very unexpected because I wasn't planning on buying one. I just had to get one because somebody fucked my stuff up, and then I have to get back and forth to work, so I just went ahead and did it. But anyway, I have to paddle so far to get to the places where fish are in the wintertime in Taylorsville that it's not worth my time I got to paddle an hour and a half just to get there. And then I don't even know if I'm going to catch anything when I get there. And I've only got 4 hours. So it's kind of like, and then I got to paddle back an hour and a half. So there's 3 hours gone right there. So that's the problem I have. What are you throwing for bass around this time at Taylorsville Lake? Well, it just depends. The water clarity plays a big factor into it. Water temperature technically does not, but right now the overnight lows are starting to get higher. Actually, they've been higher. And bass know that. That's when they start making their move, is when those overnight lows start creeping up. So you can generally find them on like staging areas next to spawning pockets on the southern side of the lake. And we'll get into baits here in a second, but it really depends. But they actually, I don't think they've actually made their full move yet to their exact location, but they're on their way to those staging areas adjacent to spawning pockets. So that's the first place I'm gonna look. Now, as far as baits go, if you're talking like we have tomorrow, muddy water, you're gonna have to throw bigger baits that have a lot of vibration, baits that make a lot of sound, baits that are flashy if possible. And I'm talking like big square bills, big spinner baits. You can have big swim baits. You can throw all kinds of stuff that's just big, loud, obnoxious, bright colors. That's muddy water. If you're throwing a jig, dark color, you want to rattle on it. You want a trailer that has a lot of action to it. Me personally, if tomorrow I'm a old school, I'm gonna throw a spinner bait. That's just a big ass a big ass Colorado bait. Yeah, you could throw an A-rig too. That'd be a great one, because especially the ones with blades. You wouldn't want to throw one without blades, because they're trying to make as much commotion as possible to entice their curiosity to go see what it is, or you drag it past them close enough to where they can just reach out and grab it. You know what I mean? Because when it's muddy like this, they get pretty tight to cover. Like it's like their little. It's kind of like when you turn your lights off in the house. You immediately try to search for a wall to kind of orient yourself to figure out where you're at. That's the way they do. They'll sit next to a piece of wood or a rock, or next to a bluff wall or a bank that's got a steeper little thing on it. They'll just chill there and until the water clears up, or they figure out they're like, what, fuck this, I'm gonna move somewhere else. I'm just going, they're not just gonna blindly just cruise around in dirty water, because they're not gonna be able to see. I'm not saying they don't move, but they're not gonna be cruising or anything. Snag City. Ever used a Ned rig? Yeah, I've used a Ned rig. I mean, I don't like Ned rigs, but yeah, I've used them. I've never caught anything on a Ned rig. And maybe it's because I don't use it enough. I don't know. I just don't really. I can't make myself fish that slow. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I just never really. I've never liked Ned rigs. I don't know why. I don't like finesse techniques to begin with, but I know they're necessary. I just don't use them as much as I should. I try to force feed them sometimes, and I know I'm a stubborn bastard, but that's just how I am. I'd rather force feed them a jig or something like that versus a Ned rig, because I know if I catch one on a jig, it's gonna be a bigger fish than a Ned rig. So I would rather force feed them a jig versus a Ned rig, especially in the colder waters. If you can get to where they're at, I just don't. Like I don't think I've ever thrown a drop shot in my life, not even once. Yeah, not even once. I don't think I've ever thrown a drop shot, which is kind of unheard of nowadays if you think about it. Hold on, we're back to Topwater Frogs. Just give me a second, and I'll tell you why. Jeremy Made. I don't crappie fish that much. Like, I don't actively go out and fish for crappie. It's just not my thing, man. I like a little bit of a puzzle. I like the bass. I like largemouth, smallmouth. And I have a message from Cole. Cole's my ninja from work, one of my friends. So, but anyway, I don't fish for crappie that much. I don't particularly care for it unless that's the only thing I can find that bites. But back to frogs. Frogs are my favorite way to catch bass. Like hands down. Like you give me a frog and some braid and some bassable and eat it. Yeah, I'm in heaven right here. I'm telling you. I'm getting a chubby just thinking about it. I promise you. Like I ain't even joking. Like I've got a whole box full of frogs. The only problem I have now as a bank fisherman, which is what I used to be, I still kind of am, sort of. You could throw it down the bank and down through there, and you'd get bit. But on a kayak, I use the baits that I'm using I use them as the trolling motor. So when I throw a bait out, like a crankbait or a spinner bait, when I'm bringing it back, it's pulling my boat too. It's pulling my kayak. So I'm using it as a trolling motor. So if I want to steer left, I pull right, and it'll steer me that way, or if I pull it this way, it'll steer me that way. Frogs don't do that, so I kind of don't use them as much as I would like to. The same way with like jigs and Texas rigs and shit like that. And yeah, Jamie, I'll see you tomorrow. Where are we meeting? I don't know. Are you gonna be out on the lake? If you're gonna be on the lake, I don't know if I'm gonna be out there or not. It just depends. But yeah, we could talk about frogs until I'm blue in the face. Like, yeah, like I'm getting a chubby just thinking about throwing frog. I bought a frog here recently that was and I'm sure you all are aware of what lure company this is. They make the ones that have the sound. It actually produces sound. Livingston, if you're not familiar with it, all their baits produce a sound that bait fish make in the water. They're making a comeback because of the forward facing sonar thing. Their thought is that it makes forward facing sonar better because it has that sound. So they got Rick Klein promoting it, and what the fuck's his name? I don't even remember his name now. Byron Velvick. He's got a new podcast out that he's promoting Livingston and stuff like that. But I thought the frog was probably a no-brainer because they said the top water, they get more bites when they first throw it in the water, and they'll just let it sit there and it emits that sound. They said they get more bites by just throwing it in the water and letting it sit than they do actually working it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try the frog. I've never had a Livingston lure, so I'll try the frog. You see it lay down on a bank. It's got a nice branch coming out right there where one would lay. You sling it something right in there and click her over, let it sit there. I mean, and if it doesn't work, then that's fine. I'll just work it like a normal frog. But I like the fact that it emits sound while it's sitting there, and I don't get paid by Livingston at all. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just thought that was a neat thing to try out because I love frog fishing so much. Yeah, topwater frogs they're just the dope. Like, I like the fact that because I'm really not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I am really, really good at casting, and I can just see little crevices. I look and I can get bait there, like instant split second decision, just throw it right in there. I feel like I get a lot of bites because I can cast so well into certain areas and get my bait back where fish are. And that's one thing I like about a frog is you can throw it back in the stuff, and if you get hung up, if you wrap it around a branch or whatever, you're gonna get it back out. 99% of the time, you're coming back with the same frog that you left with. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest fan of whopper ploppers. I don't know. So yeah, I tried a frog and haven't fished the same since. Yeah, I agree. I just don't like whopper ploppers. They're they're not my favorite. They don't. I'm not saying they don't catch fish because they do. I just there's a really really I'm gonna say a small window, like really super early in the morning when they work better than. But there are some days you can throw whopper plopper all day and they'll work. But I just don't throw them that much. I own probably 5 or 6. I own a big one actually, a musky version. It's a big ass fucking. It's about 6 inches long. I just don't throw it that much because I just don't have confidence in it. And it's really not confidence in the bait per se. It's the conditions that I'm giving on what bait. I just don't throw it all the time because I don't have confidence in it's going to work in those conditions. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? But like tomorrow, I'm dead serious. I'll probably end up throwing a big spinnerbait, probably a 1 ounce. I'll probably slow roll it. I'll throw it around cover because that's where the bass are going to be if it's muddy. I'm hoping to get there's I don't know if y'all are aware, you probably are, but Kentucky Fish and Wildlife put out a bunch of Christmas trees out in all these lakes now, and if you go on Omnia, they show where these Christmas trees are. So hopefully, and they have like stacks of pallets and stuff that's in, or they're fish attractors, but there's like stacks of pallets in the water. Excuse me. Dude, for Christmas, I got my first swim bait, and they look like they can catch a fish. They can. Never had any luck where I'm at, and the most I caught with it was some cattails. But Michelle, yeah, swim baits do work for sure. You talking about a big swim bait? Is that what you mean? Or you just talking about like a small one, like these? Or are you talking about this? A big 8-inch swim bait. That's in the giveaway, by the way. If anybody's wondering. Oh, medium. So 5-incher or so. I'm guessing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with 5-inch swim baits. I mean, fuck, they get bit more than the 8-inch do. The only problem with throwing the 5-inch swim baits really is nothing, really. But if you want to get technical about it, the bigger the bait, the more drawing power that you have. So if there's a bass that's like 10 foot away in a brush pile or something, or a lay down, and that big ass swim bait's coming through, it's going to pull that fish from that thing to go look at it. If you get like a 5-inch one, you may only be able to pull that fish if it was only 3 or 4 feet away. Does that make sense? Like 3 inches. Okay. So, well, these are 3-inch swim baits. These are 3-inch swim baits, and this is an 8-inch swim bait. Yeah, it feels weird throwing big swim baits because you're like, oh my god, this isn't gonna get bit. But I promise you, they do. And the crazy part about just about every lure is there's always situations where certain things work and certain things don't that you thought would work but don't. Big swim baits are the same way. They got their moments and they shine. I promise. I caught a big one down at Waverly Park, and right there by the Waverly Hospital, that the most scariest haunted place on earth. There's a pond and a park right down the road. I caught a big girl out there, man, on a bait that I gave away to Jason Russ actually last year. The 1,000 sub giveaway. He won that. He won a bunch of stuff. I give him a bunch of extra stuff. How's it going, Shane? But anyway, they do work. But I mean, if you want to get technical about it, I mean, if you really think about it, you can. It doesn't matter what you're throwing sometimes, because if you find the fish where they are, you can almost throw anything in there and they'll bite it. Like if they're actively feeding, you can almost throw anything in there. Like literally, almost. But when you dial it in, if you can figure out what they're eating, how they're eating it, you can just dial it in and just catch them almost every single cast. If you can find that, it's really difficult to find that, but if you do, it's like gold. Anyway, I just wanted to go live for a little bit. We're doing this giveaway thing. The link for that video is in the description down there. Watch the video, follow the instructions at the end of it, and you'll be entered to win all this stuff over to my right that I've already went over. So if you haven't seen it, go back and check it out. We're probably going to go live on Facebook too, eventually. Is anybody here from my Tailwater group? Anybody? Because I'm thinking about going live on the Tailwater group eventually today. Actually, I'm gonna put this stuff back in the box. Got some baby whales. 6 cents per Voke. Some more swim baits, Scottsboro. We got Sleeper Gill. Got some more swim baits, Beast Coast. Got one of my favorite crankbaits of all time, the Fritside 5. I caught a big one at Taylsville in this. That's in the giveaway. Got some big shaky head hooks. These are 3/8 ounces. You can see in the hook is 8/0, so these are made for big worms, big creature baits, etc., etc. Got some panoramas in crappie color. And we got some 6 cents prawns. These are in green pumpkin juice. That's the color of these. I know you can't see it. And then mag draft. And I got some other stuff over here that I'm going to throw into, and nobody's going to see that until they get it. So that's what's going in the giveaway. Sorry, I had to pick up my napkin there. Excuse me. You got a lot of Senkos for Christmas? Hey, I'm here right now. If you were going to choose one lure to have, I mean, it would definitely be a Senko. Put a 1/4, 3-ounce weight on there, pitch it around the bank, you'll catch fish. I promise. I mean, I'm actually thinking about doing that. Not tomorrow, obviously, but probably in the near future, where I'll just go throw a Senko all day long, just to kind of see, like, just to show it's a fish catcher. I mean, it's been around since the 90s when Gary Yamamoto invented it, so it's a fish catcher. It wouldn't still be around if it wasn't. It's probably. I mean, I was just at Cabela's and Bass Pro Shop today, so there's more Senkos on the market than there are any other bait by far. Like, as far as like different colors and sizes and stuff like that. But yeah, if you were gonna pick one bait, a Senko would be a damn good one. I promise you that. There's no doubt. I don't think any bass fisherman would ever tell you any different, depending on where you were. But I still think that a Senko is a top 2, 3, top 3 easily everywhere, no matter where you go, from Florida, Texas, all the way to Canada. I guarantee it. Oh, I forgot that's getting put in there too. I'm probably going to put another thing of line in there as well. It's not going to be Berkeley trialing, but I'll put another thing on there too. Yeah, that pretty much sums up our. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to make a video, and the winner's going to be announced somewhere in that video. I don't know where, but probably at the end. It's kind of weird because well, here's the stuff for that. Oops. I got a suction cup thing for my Outback that you can like put this big thing on there. It has a roller, and you put your kayak up on it, and then you lift up your kayak and then stick it up on the top, and it comes like a little towel that you can get the dirt off your window with. And I just don't, like I said, I don't know whether it fits up there or not. So I'm about to tomorrow morning. That's gonna be my. Do you want me to film that? Put my kayak up there. I mean, I will. I mean, I don't have to, I guess, but you know, it won't be like it'll be like a trial and error thing. Yeah, I do kayak fish. I bought it last June, and it's been pretty badass. I like it. Michelle, are you in the giveaway thing I'm talking about? Like, did you actually go to that video and say no Bass Bro? I just don't remember seeing your name. Because all that stuff I just put in that box, you can win that tomorrow. Tomorrow's like when I make this video, after I make it, I'm gonna do that. Well, you might want to go do that. The link for that is in the description of this live. Go to that, copy and paste that, or if it lets you click it, then click it. It's gonna show me fishing for a little bit at this one, lake that has giants in it, and then it's gonna have me in my ride, and it's gonna tell you the instructions on how to do it. So if you want to be in that, you got to be a subscriber and comment no Bass Bro. So go check that out, and I hope you win tomorrow, because I have a number generator. I got a number generator app where however many comments I have that says no Bass Bro, I'm gonna count them. Let's just say there's 50. I don't have 50. I'm just saying, let's pretend there's 50, and I put in the calculator 1 through 50, and then I hit enter, and it's gonna pick a random number, and then whatever person commented number 35. I'm just using that as an example. The 35th comment is the one who won. That's how I'm going to do it. So there's no, so everybody has, the same fair chance as everybody else does. You might. I mean, I'm going to ship that stuff to your house for free. I mean, all you got to do is just comment. Watch the video and comment. That's all you got to do. And be a subscriber. That's it. And I'm also on like TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, in case anybody's wondering. Speaking of, I'm gonna need to go over to Facebook eventually. I got a Tillsville Lake Tailwater group over there that I might go live on. I just wish I knew whether my kayak fit up there or not. That way I can make a better determination whether I'm going fishing at the lake tomorrow or not. If not, it's no big deal. I'll just go to Tailwater. I got enough enough places I can go. It's no big deal. But so does anybody got any questions for me? It's like, shout them out, please. I'm all ears. I'll answer them. Squares. What time is it? 9:44. Yeah, we're gonna get off here pretty soon. Next 4 minutes or so. Yeah, it is. It's like being in the boat, but more stealthy. Like you're not making. I have a paddle. Like I said, I don't have a motor or anything. So you're just kind of paddling along, and you see something that looks good. So you kind of reverse paddle, slow down, put your paddle your boat in like the position you want to make the cast. So it's really calculated. There's a lot of calculation involved in the paddling version of a kayak. Like if you're just on a motor, and I'm not saying I don't have anything against motors. I'm just saying if you're on a motor, you can just go over there and stop, spot lock, and do your thing. When you have a paddle, you have to be a little more calculated. You have to calculate the wind, the current, how you want to present your bait. So you have to put yourself in a position to be able to present your bait properly for the bass to eat it. So it's a really calculated move when you're paddling. And I know people don't talk about that, and I don't know why, but I'm telling you now, paddling in a kayak is very difficult to do, and the only thing that really helps you is you're very silent, like you're very stealthy. But the difficult part is getting yourself in position to make that cast, to have the angle that you're looking for to be able to cast to catch the fish, or you think that's in that area. Like if you see a laydown or something and the wind's blowing to your, directly right, and you paddle up to it and you know the wind's going to blow you a little bit this way, you don't have to paddle anymore, which is good because it makes you a little bit more stealthy than you already are, and it gives you a better, it gives you variables that you can control that help you out. But it's still difficult though. You have to calculate that stuff before you even get there. Or you can do kind of like I do, is use baits that cover a lot of water and pulls your kayak like a spinner bait or a crankbait or whatever. And it just pulls you along, and you can just cast and retrieve and point your rod whichever way you want your kayak to go. But once you get up on a spot, like a laydown or something that you want to cast to, you still have to stop, paddle to it, and then kind of get yourself in position to make the cast and all that other good stuff. Yeah, kayaking's awesome. I mean, I can't complain about it. So is anybody here on Facebook or anything? Michelle, I'm assuming you're the only person here. I'm guessing. Yeah, very spy-like. Yeah, because you're not making any noise. Like there's no motor, there's no nothing. Like I have 2D sonar, but I don't use it very much. Like if you see me using 2D sonar, I'm fucking lost. Like I don't use sonar. I don't have forward facing sonar. I have a castable sonar. Like literally, it's like this big around. I got it tied to a little string or a little rope thing, and it's on my phone. So that's the only sonar I have. So it's not like the fish aren't getting pinged by you know There's 2 more on YouTube? What do you mean? Go to my channel. It's the second video on videos. Like when you go to videos, it's the second one. It says giveaway on it. Watch that one, do what it says, and you'll be good. Oh, and you have to be a public subscriber because if it says like if you put No Bass Bro or whatever it is, you if I can't see that you're a subscriber, then I don't know that you are. Does that make sense? Like a lot of people might be subscribed to me, but if they have their settings where their subscriber lists whoever they're let's just say I have a YouTube channel. Well, I do, but you know what I mean. And I have my subscriber list set to private. It won't show the people that I'm subscribed to that I'm subscribed to them. You'll need to have that too. I forgot about that. I didn't even mention it till like right now. So awesome. Who else we got in here? Who are ye? Sound off. Excuse me. Well, Michelle, we have 2 minutes left. Actually, 1:45. All right, well, I'm just going to say, everybody, thank you all for participating in this. I greatly appreciate it. And tomorrow, I'll make the announcement of who wins, and I will definitely see y'all in the water for sure.